of course, the loss of Pope Francis is being felt by community members all around Central Ohio.
NBC4's Eric Halperin is near campus tonight as Catholic students mourn there. Eric?
Jared and Jen, the Newman Center is home of Buckeye Catholic. Students come here and spend time here every day. Today, they're doing so with heavy hearts. Heartbreak around the world, including here in Central Ohio, as the Catholic community mourns the loss of Pope Francis.
I was in a state of shock, to be honest, because that's some pretty huge news, and just deeply saddened by it because Pope Francis was just a great leader, a great human, and a great humanitarian.
Ohio State sophomore Felipe Barbosa found out about the Pope's death early Monday morning. So did junior Monica Sullivan. The 88-year-old Pope was hospitalized earlier this year, but Sullivan says there was hope he was improving.
And we've been praying for the Pope, and we're okay, he's getting better. And then immediately I hear that text message, like, oh my gosh, the Pope has died, which is so heartbreaking to see because that's our father and he's our leader.
Pope Francis gave the Easter blessing at the Vatican Sunday. His death the day after the holiday.
This is the Lord's hand of he is calling his son home, the day after Easter, the day that Christ resurrected. And I think that in and of itself is probably just a gift to Pope Francis of I was here, one of my last days on earth was the resurrection of Christ, which that is way more than a coincidence.
Barbosa says watching how Pope Francis lived his life is going to make him even more faithful. His papacy began about 12 years ago, so for college students, Pope Francis is the only pope they've known during their adult lives.
I think his main legacy, and I think the main thing people are going to remember is his humanity. He was a really human person. He bridged a lot of gaps between different sides and different conflicts. And in a world that's way more polarized and just grown in divide, he was a figure of unity and a figure of humanity and a figure of a representative of what Christ is and what Christ was.
And another student told us she got to spend Holy Week at the Vatican a few years ago. She says she is grateful for that experience, especially after what happened today. Local for you, I'm Eric Halperin, NBC4.